Hey, what's happening? This is Tom, NerdRemix.com. I got a movie for you today called Scrooge in the Hood. It's a little departure from what I normally review, and the fact that it's not a horror sci-fi film. It's a comedy, but it's still very independent. And Scrooge in the Hood is an urban take on some Charles Dickens stuff, and it was written, directed, and edited, and everything else by a man named Richard Chandler. A very ambitious project. The DVD opens with a trailer for a film, I don't know if it's fake or not, called Boston Massacre. And I laughed my ass off at the trailer because it has a character, Big Ben Rapisberger, kind of riffed on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Nerd Remix Horror Hottie of the Month, Sarah O'Dassi, looking fucking... Where do you get off looking that hot in a trailer, okay? That's all I gotta say. God damn. But anyway, let's get into the film proper. Scrooge is a crime boss, not quite a Fred Sanford, Cedric the Entertainer cross, but close. And he's at the funeral of his business partner, Marley. And as you can guess, he's kind of a skinchy guy. He kind of a low-rent pimp, as it were. He doesn't want to spend any money. Kind of weird at the beginning, a stripper doing some pole work with Chinese food, which is odd. But anyway, he's visited by the ghosts of Christmas Past, Christmas Present, Christmas Future. The ghost of Christmas Past, Sarah O'Dassi, dressed up as a kind of a fairy, and she's drunk and Irish, which is good, and looking very good, very hot, and makes out with another person, or another woman dressed as kind of a pixie in one scene. Not as hot as you would expect it to be, but funny nonetheless. And that kind of riffs on all the stereotypes in this movie. I mean, they make fun of every stereotype. They make fun of blacks. They make fun of Jewish people, Jewish mothers. They make fun of drunken Irish people. They make fun of the 70s. They make fun of crackers. They make fun of bald men of Russian descent, which I kind of take issue with, being a bald man of Russian descent. But I don't reinforce those stereotypes, do I? Anyhow, they make fun of gay leather boys. They make fun of... There's a nice scene about a double-decker. If you don't know what that is, definitely look it up, urbandictionary.com or something. And great characters. There's one character that can almost be described as a Hasidic Debo. So definitely look for that. And basically a lot of funny characters. The one of his henchmen, or guy that works for him, Crotch Rot, they visit his family. Tiny Tim in this is pretty good. And there's a commercial for Pizza Slut, which I really enjoyed. Another intermission, which contains a scene from Boston Massacre. Again, I don't know if it's fake. If it isn't, I'd like to see it. And Scrooge runs into different things that happen in the present. His niece gets kidnapped by his Jewish rivals, and you kind of want to see that come to fruition. And lots of laughs along the way. Not much in the way of... There's a few people that are pretty talented as actors in this movie. A few people that are not. But I don't think that's the point here. I think what they're going for is laughs. And I watched most of the movie with a smile on my face, so that's got to be a good indicator. There's a few laugh-out-loud moments, and it feels very Troma-esque, in some of the Troma comedies, like The First Turn On, stuff like that. In fact, I was like, where the fuck is Lloyd? Is he going to pop up in here? Because I was looking for Lloyd. Lloyd never popped up. But this is definitely a movie that you can see Lloyd popping up in, so he could be doing the patented thing with his... Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, very cool movie. 2 horror hotties of the month in this. Lilith Astaroth plays one of the prostitutes, looking very hot in some vinyl with a whip. Gotta enjoy that. And if you've seen Lilith, you know that she can pull that off very well. No pun intended. Anyway, very good stuff. Chandler makes an appearance in this movie as the ghost of Christmas Future, I guess. Death with the sigh and everything else. I wish he would have hit the kid with the shovel. If you see the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And about my only complaint with this movie is some of the acting is a little off. Some of the editing might be a little choppy in spots, but that was mostly at the beginning. You can tell whoever might have edited this film, if they edited from start to finish, kind of found their groove a little far into it. And a Boston film family, no irritating Boston accents, and you gotta love that, because myself, I'm real tired of Ben Affleck's accent and stuff. So anyway, definitely check it out. It's called Scrooge in the Hood. I don't know when it's going to be released. Definitely check out nerdremix.com and we'll let you know. And it's a light-hearted Christmas, irreverent, fun romp that's basically skewers every stereotype you could think of. And it's got all the elements. It's got hot girls. It's got laughs. It's got, you know, good production values, and it's got a lot of heart, so I think you'll enjoy it. I'm going to give it a firm 7.5 out of 10, and definitely check it out. It's not something that you normally see reviewed on Nerd Remix, not something that I normally review. A nice refreshing breath of comedy, and I had a lot of laughs. So check it out. It's called Scrooge in the Hood. I'm Tom, nerdremix.com. Support independent cinema. Thanks.